Hi, my name is Roelof Rossouw and I'm a full-time artist and specializing in commission paintings. I mainly work in oil, but I also love doing, starting off with acrylic as a underpainting and experimenting with that to build up some textures in the background and then to work on top of that. It's been a long road. I tried art in the park, but that didn't work for me. So, but eventually my big break came about more than 32 years ago when I started working for a gallery, and I painted every day full time, and so I can become nice and loose and confident, and to develop an impressionistic style, which I got into a big gallery in Johannesburg, and then started to sell to top collectors like Goldfields and Netcore. So basically that gallery put me on the map, and so for more than 30 years now I'm a successful artist painting from home without any need to do anything, any other income. What I was doing now, busy with, is actually a prelim. It's an exercise. It's a practice run for my workshop coming up soon, a self-portrait. I've always wanted to do a self-portrait, because most of the top artists have done self-portraits sometime in their career, and it's something that I've just been putting off. Yeah, one day I'll do a self-portrait. I'll get to it. So I feel before I'm too old. And I just thought, well, it's time now. And someone actually requested, my top art student, said he wants to do a self-portrait. So I said, okay, maybe I'll think about it. And then I decided, and I put it out there, and I got a few other students, so we'll see. But it's a big challenge, so I just felt that I had to be more confident, to get more confidence. And be more relaxed. I need to have a trial run, and this is what it's all about, just to see if the mirror works. I got a mirror that can swivel. It's got on a little stand, but the mirror is pretty small, so it's very difficult actually and challenging, because I normally work from photos, and I normally would project. I've done portraits, but then I use a projector just for the outline, to get it accurate, all the proportions. And this is really very difficult. But I think it went quite well. Of course, it's not 100%, it's more like an oil sketch, just showing the people how you build it up. And I'm actually still going to finish it off now from a photograph. Yeah, finding inspiration, I do prefer working from my own photographs. So I have a good camera, but even my phone is a good enough camera. So, but I have done some shoots certain time of the year, like May in the Cape, to go and take photographs of the autumn vineyards and in the mountains and on the wine farms. That has been one section of my inspiration, which I'm quite popular for and quite known for and successful. I've done many vineyards, mountains. I consider myself a painter of mountains, and also harbour scenes, the waterfront, street scenes in Stellenbosch. It's also inspiration. Dorp Street, for example. And the contrast, I love shade, shadow, light and shadow. I'm a painter of contrasts. I just like the shadows. I like the mood of wherever it is. It can be a rundown apartment in New York, for example. And I can picture just using all that, the electrical boxes on the side and putting a figure in there. And I use Photoshop at Adobe, so to help me with my composition and building up. It's like behind the scenes. I like the whole idea. It's almost like making a movie. People don't see what's going on behind the scenes, but you've got to be creative. And one idea leads to the other, and you put all these things together. and you come up with your own complete, unique composition, and something normally telling a story. It usually is you're trying to conjure up feelings of the viewer, so that they can. The idea is to evoke emotions from one's painting by using obviously color, contrast, mood, setting, and also, of course, the content, whatever it is. I'm an international. I've traveled extensively overseas, and I didn't realize that there would be so much inspiration there. I never thought of being able to market any paintings from overseas, from the Middle East or the Greek Isles. That took some time, because when I was traveling, there was a time I traveled every year, and I just loved it and the adventure of it. And then you don't know what you're going to find, so you walk around and you take photos, and then you come home and you say, and then afterwards, there's some paintings that I've taken 5, 6, maybe even 10 years before I felt ready to paint that scene. Like, for example, there was a scene I took in 2000 in Kiev, in Independence Square in the city of Kiev. 3 girls walking in a fountain. It was the beginning of summer, and I took this with the buildings in the background, and I think only after 10, 11 years, I decided I'm ready now to make a painting like that. And it was a great success. It actually won a first prize in American Art Awards, I think 2 years ago. So, okay. Advice for young artists starting off. Not easy, because the market, I don't know, the market has changed. I would say, you really have to have a lot of passion for painting. It's got to be your number one. You got to spend every single day painting to loosen up, to get experience, and to be confident enough. But if you don't have a big love and a great passion for art and for painting, you're not going to make it. You can paint for yourself. A lot of people just paint for therapy and as a hobby. So many people I've come to know, they just, it's almost like everyone wants to paint. They have this desire, but just for fun and for leisure and a hobby, do pursue it and try and paint every single day, even if it's just an hour. That's what I tell my cousin and others who have got this great passion. That's the only way I got somewhere, or got into or created a style, or got confident enough, is by painting every single day, even if it's just an hour a day. That's how you develop and go out there, get inspired, get a good camera, and so use your imagination, take time. But anyway, everyone's different.